The month of July is jam-packed with astrology. We got 3 planets stationed in retrograde: Saturn, Neptune, and Mercury. But since this is the second Mercury retrograde of 2025, I'm just going to focus on Mercury's retrograde. Now, July 18th to August 11th, we're going to have Mercury retrograde from 15 degrees down to 4 degrees of the sign Leo. Now, the sign Leo is the sign that is the temple of the sun. So there's some interesting symbolism behind this retrograde, because we already know what retrogrades mean. And retrogrades represent reversals, setbacks, and delays. It's just periods where we have to go through a time of adjustment or review, or symbolizes some sort of shift or turning point that happens. And this shift or turning point could be related to anything, such as something breaking down. It could be related to a change of idea or direction, or a relationship, or a person, or yourself. But that's the basic meaning behind an ordinary retrograde. But again, this is happening in the sun's temple. So we're looking at the sun as symbolism. So we're looking at things that have to do with kings, rulers, leadership, monarchs, and solar figures. Even things that have to do with creativity, yourself, and your vitality or your direction in life. The sun was all about purpose, and it rules father figures in ancient astrology. So with this retrograde going through the temple of the sun, I could imagine that there's going to be some sort of karma or reversals around solar figures, whether it's in our personal lives or whether it's people that we know about in the world, such as celebrities or some sort of leaders or kings and presidents. But that can also manifest on a smaller scale, such as like bosses at work or anybody that's presented to us as some sort of solar entity. And because Leo is a fixed fire sign and fixed signs are resistant to change, a lot of us are going to have these convictions or these ideas or directions that we were set on going through some sort of change or reversal unexpectedly. And even with setbacks and delays, this retrograde starts off with a little positivity, because there's a nice sextile between Mercury and Venus, which means that there's an element of support that we're going to get from this retrograde, and it could come from our partnerships or closest relationships. So again, if you want to know where this is really happening for you, you're going to look at your birth chart, and wherever you have the sign Leo is where you're going to experience this setbacks, delays, and reverse period.